Guys, my name is the Raptor, and welcome back to another one of my reaction videos. So today I'm going to be reacting to the new Death Battle which just came out, which is Thanos vs Darkseid. That's right guys, it's finally here, and I'm so excited to react to this one. You guys, if you've been sticking around the channel for a while, you know that this is a battle that I've been waiting for since forever, and since it was announced, I've been so excited for it. It seems like so long since it was announced. I guess that's how much I've been looking forward to it, and how much I've been actively waiting for it. But yeah, it's actually here now, and I'm so excited to get into this video. I'm a pretty big fan of both of these characters. I like to think I know these characters relatively well. However, obviously I don't know these characters to the extent that Death Battle requires, and I probably don't know every single thing about. No, I don't know every single thing about them. But I also don't have a huge knowledge of either of them. So you know, I'm really excited to see what I learned from this video too, and you know what they say that I already know, because that's always cool too. And in terms of what I know about this fight, like I've done this fight before on my own versus show, who'd win and why, and back then I think that was like over a year ago, I said that I thought that Darkseid was going to win this fight. Not this fight, but like I said that I think that Darkseid would win in a fight against Thanos. Keep in mind though that that fight had, basically there wasn't the Infinity Gauntlet taken into account, there wasn't any anti-life equation, nothing like that. It was just them, you know, without any sort of special artifacts or any sort of special things that they had with them. It was nothing like that. However, in this fight, apparently Thanos does have the Infinity Gauntlet, which is not what I thought they were going to do, like, at all. I thought they were going to do it the way that I did it, but clearly not. I have no idea what Darkseid has, if he has the anti-life equation or anything else. I have no idea. So I guess I'll just find that out while watching the video. And, you know, in my prediction that I made for Thanos vs Darkseid, again, I went off the assumption that they weren't going to have any sort of special things with them. And I did still think that Darkseid was going to win in that video. I said that I thought that Thanos had a small advantage in terms of speed and a small advantage in terms of overall intelligence, but I thought that Darkseid had a small advantage in terms of strategy, which I think is a little better than overall intelligence in terms of a one-on-one fight. And I also said I thought he had significant advantages in terms of speed, durability, power, and versatility. And honestly, I still do believe that, at least in terms of regular Thanos and regular Darkseid. However, I didn't take into account, you know, that there was going to be the Infinity Gauntlet, so all of that could be thrown out the window right now. And the fact that they do have the Infinity Gauntlet makes me think that maybe Darkseid is way more powerful than I thought, and that he could actually stand up to that. You know, that's a really fair fight or whatever, because the Infinity Gauntlet is broken. You know, like, it's ridiculously overpowered, as we're all very well familiar with now. But, you know, I have no idea what's going to happen. I guess I'm just going to have to wait to see what they say about this. Regardless, though, you know, I've been waiting for this for a long time. Regardless, I know that this is going to be good, or at least I really hope so. So I'm just going to sit back, relax, and enjoy the fight. I know that it's 3D, and I'm really excited to learn everything else about it. But I've been talking for too long. Let's just get right into it.
Hey guys, before we get started, I want to tell you about 23andMe, which is a DNA testing service that's named
23andMe again, alright. And I'm sure there's going to be a blue apron thing before the fight starts.
Wellness, and it's super
I could be wrong.
All you do is spit in a tube and send it off, and then you find out. Now through December 25th, get 30% off.
Let me see if I can skip this.
23andMe kit/Death Battle.
Okay, that was easy. Yeah, I'm really excited, man. This is going to be insane. Thanos versus Darkseid.
Power. Some spend
they are very powerful, yes.
While for others, it is their birthright.
Oh,
what
yes.
What truly matters in the end is how it's used. Like with Thanos, the ultimate villain of
Everyone
the
loves
Avengers,
Thanos after Infinity War.
Darkseid, arch nemesis.
I've always loved Darkseid.
He's Wiz and
And we got these guys. I always forget that these guys are here, the animation. Is that what the animation's gonna look like? Alright, I can get behind that. That's pretty cool.
A million years ago, when mankind's evolution first broke away from the apes, the cosmic celestials arrived on Earth.
Yep.
They experimented on the human race, creating 3 separate variants. The powerful and beautiful Eternals, destined for immortality. Those with a latent mutated gene, which would one day spawn the X-Men. And a deformed, disturbing subspecies known as the Deviants. Like that one website with all the porn. What? Anyway,
yeah, don't worry about that.
Eventually colonized the moons of Saturn thanks to this science wizard named Mentor, whose colors like
okay, I know some of this, but this is already this is already getting pretty confusing.
Seemed like a perfect people. Mentor's own son would change this forever.
Thanos.
And force the cosmos to its knees. His name
all the way back to the Avengers, man.
You were a fool to betray me, Ronan. Prepare to meet your doom.
Oh yeah, he schooled Ronan. I saw that episode. He schooled Ronan.
Sure, his mom went totally insane and tried to kill him right away, but what do you think you'd do if
you popped out a creepy California raisin, baby?
It seems
That's
the
still not
Celestials'
nice to do.
experiments weren't quite so different from each other. Despite his eternal heritage, Thanos' large, disproportionate body and thick purple skin were thanks to
Thick.
a deviant mutation.
I'm
Which
sorry.
you'd think would mean everyone would hate him, but nope. The Eternals were super progressive and totally cool with a wrinkly grimace walking around.
Yeah,
In fact, Thanos was
Grimace.
greatly admired for his exceptional intelligence and creativity.
Oh yeah, he's
He was set
ridiculously
for
smart.
a positive and decorated future.
Until he threw it all away for a girl.
Named
Hey,
Death.
I don't blame him. Lots of guys do crazy shit for hot chicks. Especially when you're a secret murder-happy psycho who's obsessed with the physical manifestation of death.
I'm
Death's
sure,
reciprocal
yeah.
love, Thanos took a journey, a quest to ravage the
Thanos
universe
quest,
in
that's
her
right.
And
name.
as an Eternal, he had
And that's the
plenty
real
of
reason why he wanted to wipe out
superhuman
half the
power to
universe,
do it.
not for
He was
overpopulation
already
like in the
strongest
movie.
and fastest Eternal around, but he boosted his power even more with bionic and magic enhancements.
Yep.
And while his physical and psionic abilities are impressive, his incredible genius led to building massive spaceships, shields that can withstand planet-level attacks, and even a
Damn.
time window.
And the
A
most
time window,
badass
'cause why not?
drone ever. It comes packed with its own laser weapons, light speed
Oh,
travel,
so he's got his
and
chair
it can
too, okay.
teleport through space and time.
And unlike most Eternals, Thanos has also dabbled in the
You
mystic
can teleport
arts.
through time too.
Petrification, curses, even some of his throne's abilities seem to be more magic than hard science. All of this
Okay.
potential makes Thanos an incredibly dangerous foe.
Yeah, good luck trying to hurt him. He can survive pretty much anything, including
Wait,
a
he's
gun
got the cosmic
specifically
cube with him
designed
too?
to kill him. Even
That's
shot
the
himself in the
Tesseract.
face with it just to prove how goddamn awesome he is. Don't try that at home, kids.
He's strong
Yeah.
enough to overpower two Thors at once, snap
Jesus
a universal
Christ.
weapon known for its extreme durability, and even lift the gargantuan Galactus engine.
A giant
how much does that
super
weigh,
rocket
though?
Big enough to
Does-
move planets.
Oh, wow,
According
okay.
to Mr. Fantastic, and that
It
guy
doesn't
knows
look
his
huge,
stuff.
though.
This thing is hundreds of miles long.
While the Galactus
Wait, really?
engine's
Doesn't
size
look
seems
like
to
that.
vary from comic to comic,
Yeah.
Reed's assertion matches its appearance when it propelled Ego the Living Planet. By examining the
Okay.
engine in three separate parts, applying the density of steel, and comparing Ego's diameter of 4,165 miles, we
Is that,
found
like,
that
for
Thanos
certain?
must be lifting about 50 quintillion tons.
50
That's like holding
quintillion
up
tons.
140 trillion Empire State Buildings.
And he's
Jesus.
doing this
We're in the
inside
tens
the
of
gut of a living
quintillions.
Kurt Russell planet that eats other
Like
planets.
for the
and even
for the Goku
stars.
vs Superman thing, that was like what,
Man, I had an
6.6
iron stomach.
quintillion
But
tons?
destroying a star
Removing
isn't
the
a
Earth?
simple thing. Any energy
Jesus.
directed toward a star would just be absorbed and adapted to. Only by
Okay.
completely nullifying a star's constant energy output can it be eliminated.
So Ego's stomach
Okay.
acid must be deadlier than freaking supernovas or a black hole.
Wow.
He'd probably love Mama Boomstick's world-famous ghost pepper pie. It's fine. Just dip it in some squirrel paste.
Surviving the
ew.
stomach of Ego isn't so far-fetched for Thanos, considering he's also survived a dip in a black hole, extreme
Of course
reality
he has.
warping across the metaverse, and the voice
Metaverse.
of Black Bolt.
What's so
Damn.
special about this guy, you ask? Well,
Well-
with just a whisper, he obliterated 1 billion tons of rock. This guy can easily
yeah.
break a planet with just one shout, and Thanos took 3
Outsmarted
of them to the
Grandmaster?
face.
Although Thanos isn't known for being a speedster character, he's still quick enough to battle the likes of Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
A being who can cover 500,000 light years in just a couple of seconds, putting
Right.
him over 3 trillion times faster than light.
I'd
So
put him at
many
even
impressive
way
shots,
higher than
it's
that
hard to
too.
truly find a weakness.
Ridiculously.
Except for one.
Oh, god damn it.
Deadpool's back?
Thank you. Glad
I
to
was
be
not
here.
expecting
It's
this.
me, Deadpool, slayer of Deathstrokes, befriender of ponies, and
Slayer of
breaker
Deathstrokes.
mad
Oh,
titan hearts. I'm like Casanova.
Yeah.
the
He fell in love with
ravenous
Death,
reaper can't
too.
get enough of me, and Thanos
Is that still
just
Takahata 101
hates
voicing
that.
him?
Ooh. Well,
Sounds a little
Thanos did
different.
curse him so he couldn't die and be with her.
Yeah.
I know, right? He's a big purple crybaby.
I'm actually
Have you
really
seen that
aware
chin,
of this.
though? It's like he got hit in the face
I really
with a
like it.
slap chop.
Don't you have like a party in Ponytown to be at?
Ah, come on, buddy. You can't
That was
have a
2
Death
years
Battle
ago, though.
season without Deadpool, right?
We did. The last one.
Yeah.
Nobody counts that one. I mean, that's a year you pit a dog in a trench coat against a goddamn bear.
Yeah,
What
true.
would happen?
But Sephiroth vs. Virgil was pretty cool. Even though I do feel like they
know I'm
withheld
not
some
wanted.
information
See you next year.
in the
DP, out.
pre-analysis.
Oh, good riddance.
Even with all of these powers and abilities,
Back to Thanos, yes.
still felt he needed something more to impress Death. Think he's compensating for something, Wiz?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh
so
my
he
God.
built the
The
Infinity,
Infinity
A
Gauntlet.
golden glove which harnessed the power of 6
He didn't build the
multicolored
stones,
gems
though.
known as Infinity Stones. With these, he could control the full spectrum of space,
So, yep,
reality,
they're-
mind, power, soul,
Oh.
and time.
So wait, hang on. I'm just looking at this. Sorry, right now. I'm gonna continue in a sec. So yeah, I know a lot of these stones and their abilities. I knew the Power Stone supplies power to the other gems. And what I'm looking at right now is that they say originally red, now purple. And I know that in the comics the Power Stone is red, and in the movies the Power Stone is purple. Did the comics change the colors to match the movies, or are they saying now purple because of the movies? Like that's what most people know it as. Regardless. It doesn't really matter, but I just was curious.
And with those powers
Because literally
combined,
all of them
he
changed
summons
color.
Captain Planet.
Well, more like the destruction of half the universe, but sure, whatever.
Yeah.
Steve?
Oh my god. I cried so much at this
Yeah,
scene.
same difference.
And I know they're all coming back.
Time Stone, the green one, and Doctor Strange's necklace.
Well, in the movie universe, the
Yeah.
Time Stone is green, but in the original comic
It's
series,
orange.
it's orange. This is because every universe has its own unique Infinity Gauntlet that works exclusively there.
Yeah.
And sometimes the stones are
And the
different
movie
in
universe,
color.
it actually has a
Here, just
number.
follow this handy
199,999.
Don't care. So with all the stones, he wiped out half the universe with only a snap of his fingers. But he also started going a bit crazy and began
Right.
to doubt his ability to perform. Hey,
Oh my-
happens to the best of us.
Okay,
Yet it never
Boomstick.
keeps the Mad Titan at bay for long. Whose constant lust for power and godly status in the universe
That was
is
a sad
only
scene,
matched
too.
by his drive to just kill everybody.
Yeah?
Dread it.
Run from it. Destiny arrives all the same.
And now it's here. Or should I say?
I saw this movie again on a plane ride, and it was still just as good. Oh wow, that's it for Thanos?
10 billion years ago, the primeval
Okay,
old
I didn't
gods
think that was gonna be
clashed in
it.
a cosmic civil
I don't know
war
why.
Called Ragnarok.
That the one with Thor and Jeff Goldblum?
Nope.
No. Yes, kind
Well,
of.
not the
battle
movie,
was
but...
so great that the result was an explosion that tore the gods
But-
asunder.
okay, I feel like I
sending
didn't
a
learn
great
that much for
god
Thanos.
wave throughout
Whatever.
The metaverse, eventually birthing a new generation known as
The new gods.
The New Gods.
Yep.
How original.
Yeah.
Well, some of these include Alpine Space Skier, Fancy Pants Shakespeare,
I don't
and
know-
the Cyborg Spider Humpty Dumpty.
I don't know
Half
too many
these
of them.
guys
Like, I know
ended up on a
Orion.
beautiful
I know Big
paradise
Bertha.
world called New Genesis. Well, the
There's
rest
New
got
Genesis.
stuck on an actual fireball called Apokolips.
Which is where
With a K.
Darkseid is from.
Among these damned souls was Prince Euxis, second in line to the throne behind his older brother Drax. Not Dave Bautista
Yeah,
Drax, but
I was about to
DC
say, like,
Drax.
when I was looking back,
With a K.
like back here, I'm like, that looks a lot like Drax.
Drax. Second in line to the throne behind his older brother Drax.
But not that Drax.
Not Dave Bautista Drax, but DC Drax.
Yeah.
Oh man, I really like that guy. He's not afraid to see what he's thinking.
You are horrifying to look at. Yes.
So funny in that movie. I personally actually like the second Guardians movie better than the first. But that's just me.
The Omega effect.
They were both
a
really
force
good.
of destructive entropy bound within Apokolips.
But being the crafty bastard he was, Euxis tricked DC Drax into getting killed and
Is it
stole
Euxis?
the
Is that how you
loot for
pronounce it?
himself.
And so the Omega effect transformed
Omega
Euxis
effect,
into
that's
the
right.
physical manifestation of tyranny.
Darkseid.
Now what? Now you die.
Darkseid
As
in
the
some,
king of
in
Apokolips,
most
Darkseid entered a war on the
interpretations
universe.
of a badass
Whether he was
voice.
kicking New Genesis ass or giving the Man of Steel a hard
Enjoy
time,
sitting in other people's
Darkseid
chairs.
was
Is he gonna sit
always
in
working toward
Thanos'
his one
chair?
goal, conquering all
And I do
life.
know about the
And
Christmas
thanks to his
Santa
new
lump of
god
coal thing. I actually did know
physiology,
about
he has
that.
incredible superhuman strength, speed, agility, and even immortality. He's
Yeah.
already over 245,000 years old, and that's given him plenty of time to push the limits of the Omega effect.
Of course.
He's got a whole bunch of cool Omega powers that break all the rules of nature. He can teleport across time and space.
Oh, he can
fly
do
at
it too, okay.
unthinkable Speeds, warp reality around him, and grow supersized.
Something
Right.
he's pretty used to doing. The scale between the Prime Universe and Darkseid's own universe, the Fourth World, is vast.
The fourth
He travels
dimension.
between universes via boom tubes, which automatically adjusts his size to what is considered normal within his destination. Otherwise, he'd have a hard time fitting in, given that the normal size of a new god is about the size of a star.
Damn.
Yeah, I've had that kind of trouble with
So he
my
more so
boomstick,
shrinks
too.
rather than
He can use
grows.
various psionic powers like telekinesis and telepathy, and can easily manipulate sentient beings thanks to a cosmic awareness of the multiverse powered by 18 divine
Damn.
senses.
You know, I bet he never forgets where he leaves his keys.
Like a space-age necromancer,
He's drinking beer?
Darkseid can possess living or deceased beings, controlling them
Okay.
like puppets. He can even control basic inanimate objects, just like the Nomad of Nowhere.
Holy shit!
It just walks away.
Never thought I'd say this, but I might have had too much to drink.
Wow.
Darkseid's
I never thought you'd say that
is
either.
his signature Omega Beams. These burning lasers of hatred are capable of instant sharp turns and striking multiple targets at once.
And they'll always hit the target. And in most cases, completely vaporize it.
On contact, the beams can either disintegrate their target, transmute matter, erase beings from existence, or trap enemies in the Omega Sanction. The Omega Sanction is a sort of life trap. Its target enters
I'm
a
actually not sure I
self-contained
know this.
reality where they live out an infinite number of lives for eternity.
Oh, that doesn't sound so bad. I just do a
Well-
Bill Murray and use all those lives to learn piano or save a dog or...
I never saw that movie.
Yeah, that's probably about it.
Well, there's a catch. Each life in the Sanction gets progressively worse as it goes, including
course.
how you die. When the third Mr.
Oh my
Miracle was
God.
trapped in it, he was fairly unaware until he was beaten, burned, mutilated, and castrated, broken
Right.
to a point of intentionally overdosing. And that was just his first life in the Sanction.
Jesus.
No thanks. I'm good.
Yeah.
To overpower the multiverse, Darkseid would face some pretty steep competition.
Oh, of
However,
course.
his power eclipses those of even some of the strongest heroes around.
He's fast
Hell
enough
yeah.
to take a trip to the Source Wall in just a few seconds. That's at
That's
the
at
very
the
edge
of the
existence.
universe. Or
So,
existence, yeah.
You're not gonna be able to map quest that shit.
Yeah.
The edge of the observable universe is about 45 billion light years away, and scientists hypothesize the actual scale is over 106 trillion times greater. It took
Wow.
a whole year for the legendary Helm of Nabu to make
Yeah.
this journey. But for Darkseid, all of 5 seconds.
Yeah,
To pull this off,
that's what I was
he'd have to be
thinking.
moving over 87
Duodecillion
duodecillion times the speed
That's like
of
the
light.
12th of the Illions.
Totally a real number that
It-
I understand.
it is a
But
real
if he's
number.
super big
I'm
in
actually aware of the
Fourth
number,
World,
yeah.
Wouldn't he have an easier time getting to the edge?
We're factoring the scaling across his universe as a whole. Besides, technically the fourth world is 4 billion years older than our own universe, so the distance to the edge is probably even further.
He's
Oh,
so
yeah, of
quick,
course
he
it
can
is.
choke out Superman before he even sees him move, or knock him
Wow.
out cold in just a few bitch slaps. And
Yeah.
Superman can survive supernovas to the face. Also, since Darkseid wasn't affected by the Crisis Mega reboot, it's still canon that he can blitz pre-Crisis soups who can sneeze solar systems away.
Darkseid is strong enough to
Jeez.
crush a lantern ring with ease, destroy
Yeah, I knew
planets
about
with his
that.
Omega beams, and wipe out the Justice League with a single strike. Even with
How?
all of his power, Darkseid
That's
believed he could
ridiculous.
not dominate the universe until he discovered his ultimate prize.
The anti-life equation.
The anti-life equation.
All right, let's see what it is. Okay, I'll
knew
say
numbers were
anti-life
bad for
equation.
you. Take that, Miss Jensen, and your stupid ruler.
Oh my God, the beer. Oh Jesus, what's he doing?
Anti-life
I know what
is
he's doing, but like,
technically
what's it
an
doing to
entity of
him?
its own, a fragmented piece of the source from which all life originates.
Oh, okay.
However, Darkseid discovered a formula which essentially manipulates the anti-life's presence in all living things, in a manner which definitively proves that all freedom and hope are meaningless efforts.
So
Okay.
it's math that just makes you sad.
Yes, and a slave to Darkseid, but
Yeah.
yes. So,
Okay.
the anti-life is pretty weird, but you know what's even more so? The Darkseid that you think you know isn't actually Darkseid.
What do you
Say
mean?
What now?
He became the very essence of tyranny itself. This non-corporeal god rests in the
Oh,
higher plane
okay.
of Fourth World and molds avatars of his consciousness to interact with the multiverse around him. While each avatar
Okay.
is weaker than his true self, it's a necessary handicap, as his own existence in a universe other than Fourth World would shatter the laws of reality, ending time
Okay.
and space as we know it. The sheer
Jeez.
power of the Omega Effect threatens entire cosmos, similar to
Okay,
how it's
it's-
equal.
it's
the
a little
Aztec
hard
forces
trying to
could
get my head
counter
around all
the
this.
Oblivion bomb, capable of annihilating the universe in a single blast.
Holy
Damn.
shit. His avatar may lose some power, but it's still tough enough to survive a bomb Lex Luthor designed to rip apart existence, and a shot from Marvelous
Wow,
Mardo's
okay.
Master Blaster, which sounds like it was made
Master
up by a circus clown.
Yeah.
That kind of makes sense, because apparently no life form can stand up to it. Just like
Oh.
clowns.
Except for Darkseid.
Well, Darkseid
except
isn't
for
immune
Darkseid.
to all guns. All you need is a neat little Radion bullet.
Right,
Think of
Radion.
as the new
That's like
god's
his kryptonite. Yeah, yeah.
Despite all his power, Darkseid is far from invincible. He's had his heart ripped out, his soul stolen by death, and his essence shattered by Superman, singing.
I actually did know about that too.
Look at this photograph.
To this day, even after so many cataclysmic events, the Lord of Apokolips continues his mission. Every living being in the multiverse will bend to the will of Darkseid.
It seems
Okay, so I'm pretty sure they're finishing up with Darkseid. Okay, I don't know if I wasn't paying attention, or if they just didn't say that much. But I feel like I don't have a lot more information, if I'm being perfectly honest.
Let's end this debate
Maybe I'm
once
missing
and for
something.
all.
But first, I need something that can sate my godly hunger.
We're in the holiday
Yes, I was
season,
right,
so
Blue
nobody has to
Apron.
worry about preparing meals. Thankfully,
Alright, how much
cooking
video do we
delicious,
have left?
wholesome
Okay, we
meals
got
can be an
some
easy
time.
feat. The new
Hopefully,
worrying about
this battle will be
grocery shopping
pretty
or planning.
lengthy.
Let Blue Apron be home knowing I'll have a delicious
Battle
Alright, I
to
really
get
don't want to
your first
overshoot.
free
I'll just
meals
leave it
free.
here.
Blue Apron, a better way to cook.
But
Right now, it's time for a death battle! Alright, Thanos versus Darkseid. I'm really excited for this. But now I gotta make a prediction. Okay, one thing that I want to say right now is that it seems like they really glossed over stuff like the Infinity Gauntlet. Okay, I guess that's not fair to say. They didn't really gloss over the anti-life equation, but I feel like I really don't, I still don't get it, if you know what I mean. Like, I really don't understand what it's capable of, you know what I mean? Or really, like, how it works. I was always really confused about the anti-life equation, but basically, it's like an equation that makes you depressed and slave to Darkseid or whatever. I'm not really 100% sure how it works. Maybe I was just spacing out or something, but yeah, that's me there. In terms of the Infinity Gauntlet, though, like, the Infinity Gauntlet, they barely said anything about it, but, like, the Infinity Gauntlet supposedly gives you full authority over anything and everything in your universe. And the reason why I say your universe is because supposedly the Infinity Gauntlet has a weakness in the sense that, like, it can't be used outside of its home universe. So, for example, like, the 616 Infinity Gauntlet wouldn't be able to work in the Marvel movies, because that's a completely different universe. So, yeah, that's one of, I believe, 2 hard limits on the stones. Regardless, though, I really hope they don't say that's why he can't use the Infinity Gauntlet, because that's just cheating, you know? I don't think they should do that. And yeah, but they are, like, really powerful. One thing that I want to say, though, is that Darkseid is a 4th dimensional being. And in the context of the DC universe, usually if you're a higher dimension of something, like, if you're a higher dimension than the 4th dimension, that basically means you're infinitely more powerful than anything in the dimension below you. So, like, for someone like, that's why people like Mr. Miggs' Pitlick, you know, who's, like, in the 5th dimension, he's ridiculously powerful, like, supposedly more powerful than, like, any other character in the 3rd dimension, because he's 2 dimensions higher than them, you know? He's, like, infinitely more powerful than something that's infinitely more powerful than them, you know? So, even just being in the 4th dimension means that, you know, you're really freaking powerful. And I'm not sure if that means that he could, like, be unaffected by the Infinity Gauntlet. I'm really not sure. But let's ignore that for a little bit, and let's look at the numbers that they gave. Well, they gave 1 main number for Darkseid and 1 main number for Thanos. For Thanos, they said that he was strong enough to lift 50 quintillion tons. That's a lot of tons. That's obviously really strong, and they didn't really give anything comparable to Darkseid. However, we know that Darkseid, at least when it comes to his firepower, is really powerful. Like, his Omega beams, you know, they said he was able to destroy planets, just like how Thanos was able to destroy planets. We know that he was able to blitz, you know, pre-Crisis Superman, who is, like, supposedly, like, you know, he's really powerful. You know, he's the most powerful version of Superman out there, to my knowledge. So, you know, if Darkseid is still able to do that, then that's pretty insane. And so, you know, I want to say, you know, is Thanos physically stronger? I don't really know, because, again, maybe they're waiting, like, for a number that they can pull out for Darkseid that they just haven't said yet. I've always had the thought that, you know, Darkseid is more strong than Thanos. And plus, there is that fact that, you know, he was able to hold down an entire plane of reality, which I believe puts him at, like, universal level strength. I don't believe we've seen Thanos do that, but then again, we have the Infinity Gauntlet, and he has the Power Stone, and the Power Stone it allows you to shatter anything, and it means that you're completely indestructible. But again, maybe Darkseid is somewhat higher than that. Like, if they have, like, the whole true form Darkseid coming out, which is, like, that means, like, no avatar or whatever, like, his full power, then again, I'm not really sure how that stacks up to the Infinity Gauntlet. I just feel like I didn't gain that much. And when it comes to the number that they said for Darkseid and not Thanos, they said that he was capable of going 87 duodecillion times the speed of light, and possibly faster. And I know that they said that Thanos was able to fight with Silver Surfer, who can go 3 trillion times the speed of light. I believe that Silver Surfer is much faster than that, but I'm not sure if he's quite that fast in terms of 87 duodecillion times the speed of light. I'm not sure if he's quite that fast. But again, for strength and speed, I feel like, you know, there's really no outclassment, or at least no complete outclassment. But again, there's the whole Infinity Gauntlet thing, so I'm not sure how to take this. I really don't know. I still want to say that Darkseid is more versatile. At least, again, not including the Infinity Gauntlet. Because, you know, in terms of that, he's got, you know, they can both travel through time and space. They can both teleport. They both have mental abilities. I know that Darkseid has some sort of, like, mental possession or whatever. But, again, Thanos has the Mind Stone. So, theoretically, that shouldn't be able to work. I don't know. I'm really not sure about this. Both of them are ridiculously durable as well. We know that they can tank hits from absurdly powerful characters. But I don't know. I feel like I just don't have enough information to make any sort of legitimate conclusions. Maybe I do. Maybe they're gonna go back to stuff that I completely missed. But I really hope this isn't one of those battles where they just didn't tell me a lot of stuff. Because if that is one of those battles, then I don't really like that. I'm really not sure. I've always had it in my mind that the Infinity Gauntlet is more powerful than anything that Darkseid could be capable of. But the fact that Darkseid is a fourth-dimensional being, and the fact that they're actually using the Infinity Gauntlet, because in the Death Battle cast, they said that the reason why they're using the Infinity Gauntlet, or one of the reasons, is because Thanos made it. And I get that, but he didn't make the stones. The stones were like... It's really hard to explain. It was like the stones were like an entity before creation, and then, so you could call it, basically that guy was God, and then God committed suicide, and that created the universe or whatever, and then the last remnants or whatever were the stones, which will basically allow you to access that ridiculous power kind of thing. So he didn't create the stones. So I really don't think that that's fair to say. And then there's also the fact that, you know, Thanos has collected, I believe, like 17 times out of like the 35 plus times that it's been collected. You know, that's a lot of times, but he still doesn't have it. It's still something he actively has to try to collect. He doesn't always have it with him. So I personally think that using something like the Infinity Stones is not fair. I don't think they should have done that. I disagree with their choice to do that. But of course, this is not my show. So I just have to kind of roll with it. But again, the whole fourth dimensional being thing with Darkseid, that makes me think that maybe he's got something up even against the Infinity Gauntlet. Because in the comics, the Infinity Gauntlet has been shown to be ineffective against characters, sometimes against characters like the Living Tribunal and the Beyonders. Like, I believe Dr. Doom once absorbed all the power of the Beyonders and used all that power to actually beat down Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet in a real fight. So, I mean, like, the Infinity Gauntlet can be overpowered by someone powerful enough, supposedly. So, yeah. I feel like just from that point alone, the fact that Darkseid is a fourth-dimensional being, that makes me inclined to say that Darkseid could actually win, that he could actually overpower the Infinity Gauntlet. Again, though, that makes me think, like, why does he not always beat every single character in DC or whatever? But again, maybe it's only true form Darkseid that could do that. I'm not sure. And again, you know, if the Avatar is destroyed, maybe he would have to come out. Regardless, for that point alone, I am going to say that Darkseid is going to win. I never thought I would side against the Infinity Gauntlet, but here I am. And again, maybe I'm completely missing something wrong. Maybe I'm completely missing something. Maybe I'm getting something really wrong in terms of my interpretation. But regardless, I'm really excited to see what this fight looks like, and I'm sure I'll be happy either way as long as the conclusion makes sense to me. So let's go. I'm still rooting for Darkseid.
You can teleport. It'll send you through time and space.
And of course, we got Deadpool too.
You follow me? Sure you do. You're a forward-thinking guy.
Oh, is he talking to... Is that Darkseid? Is he talking to Darkseid? Is that the model from Ultimate Alliance 3? I'm really excited for that game, by the way. And maybe it is, maybe it's not. I'm not sure. And he just wiped it. He turned him into confetti. He likes sitting on other people's chairs. That's right.
You know not the infinite wealth of destruction I command.
All right. Let's do this. Oh my god! He headbutted that punch. He got the Infinity Gauntlet though. Like, couldn't he just turn him into confetti? I don't know. Oh, they were underground? But he's just standing up? Damn, I don't know who animated this. But this is already freaking insane. Oh. Turning off his perception? Or no, actually bending space. Damn. These two characters are so powerful. It's ridiculous. Oh, ow. Come on, Darkseid, you're better than that. I hope. It feels so weird to side against the Infinity Gauntlet still. And there's a car being thrown at him. Buddy, just stop that thing. And he just takes it like a champ, because of course. And now Thanos is angry. Ooh, ow. He actually got him good there. This must have taken so long to animate. My god. It actually says Thanos on it. Thanos helicopter. As opposed to Thanos car. Darkseid's just a boss, man. Like, that's obviously something you would do. Oh, but we got Thanos coming back. I think it'd be cool if he like hurled the moon at him like he did to the Avengers in the movie. Oh, he's got the Omega beams. Oh, but okay, I guess that's fair. I thought they were just gonna hit him because that's what they always do. Oh, you're faster than that. Oh, oh, that was awesome. It must be really fast. Wait. Is he gonna do it? Holy crap, I called it! It wasn't exactly like the same in the movie, but oh my god, I'm so glad I got that right. Oh, shoot. You can survive planetary stuff, right? Can you survive a dip in the sun?
Thanos. Thanos is supreme. Thanos is God.
Oh. Oh crap, wait, is he creating like a black hole? It looks like stretching. But he's pulling himself out because of his size. Okay. Come on, Darkseid, you got this. Oh my god. He just crushed the black hole like that. Dang. I knew they said Thanos survived a black hole, I think it was. All these planets, are you just gonna shoot them out of the sky? Oh yeah, I guess he can grow too, yeah, because of the Infinity Gauntlet. It's hard to tell what's going on. He just slapped him, man! Oh, he just grabbed a plant. If you could just grab a plant and shove it in someone else's face, you're not messing around. Oh, crap. Uh-oh. Did they just kill everything and anything? Or what actually happened? Oh. Lying on the... Oh, they're both lying on the asteroid. Okay, I just saw Thanos. Thanos gets up.
These games bore me, but this will bring a smile to my face.
Close enough to the... Oh. But was that just the Avatar? Okay, yeah, it was. Or something like that. Or I don't know what's going on. Maybe.
Who are you?
He's Darkseid, bitch!
I'll show you.
Oh, is it the true form? I actually thought the fight was going to be over pretty quickly. But no, it's still going. For however long. Yep.
This is who I am.
The true form. Oh my god!
Reality is far from my own. You have no power.
Oh shoot!
Thanos. I am all things.
Are you though?
Who I am.
Dude, if you can't snap him out of existence, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Oh! Is he in the afterlife with Deadpool?
Is he looking at our
Oh my god.
God, it's Deadpool with a gun!
Oh my god. That was a nice thing at the end with Deadpool.
Endless death.
So you watching any anime?
Anime! Woo! Good job, Darkseid.
That's the worst way he could have
I
gone.
want to hear this
Now
though.
he's gonna be dying over and over and over.
Yeah.
Thanos was an incredible foe,
Oh,
especially
hell
while
yeah.
wielding the Infinity Gauntlet. Unfortunately, the gauntlet had a fatal flaw.
Yeah,
Okay.
that golden glove only works in its own
Oh,
universe.
really?
And Darkseid could easily move the fight to new ones with his
Oh,
boomstick
okay.
tubes. Universe hopping.
Sorry, I'm just gonna pause this here. Sorry, no, I just thought they were gonna talk about how, like, oh, and this fight takes place in a different universe. I thought that's where they were going with it, but no, they're saying that he can move across universes. Okay, sorry, that's fine. Let me just move
Had a
back.
fatal flaw.
Yeah, that golden glove only works in its own universe. And
Yeah.
Darkseid could easily move the fight to new ones with his boomstick tubes. Universe hopping is kind of his thing.
The Reed Richards
Yeah,
of the
that's
Interdimensional
fair.
Council of Reeds figured this out. Its 3 founding members, Reed, and Reed, each
Right.
possessed Infinity Gauntlets, but discovered that they couldn't work outside of their own universes.
The gauntlet had no problem making Darkseid's avatar not feel so good. But since Darkseid's true form was always in the Fourth World universe,
Yeah.
Thanos couldn't actually finish him off.
That's
with the
what I was
gauntlet.
thinking.
Even if this fight took place in entirely neutral territory, the victor wouldn't change. Thanos' gauntlet wouldn't work, and true Darkseid's presence would actually just destroy everything just by being there.
Right.
But he didn't just lose because of the gauntlet. He really couldn't keep up with the space golem.
Even going toe-to-toe
Okay.
with being as fast as Silver Surfer was nothing compared to when Darkseid took a trip to the edge of existence. This
Yeah,
puts
most
Darkseid
likely.
almost 28 octillion times faster than Thanos.
And his
Damn,
Omega
yeah.
effect scales to the Astro Force, which could equal the Oblivion Bomb's universe-destroying blast.
I still wanna
This
say that
means the Omega
Thanos is
effect
faster
and
than that,
Infinity
but-
Gauntlet were both pretty even in terms of destructive ability.
Sorry, I want to
But
back up a
unlike
little bit.
Force, which could
Even though I
equal
still
the
think Silver
Oblivion
Surfer's a little
Bomb's
faster than that, it is fair to say I think that
This
Darkseid
means
is
the
faster.
Omega effect and Infinity Gauntlet were both pretty even in terms of destructive ability. But unlike
Okay.
Thanos, Darkseid can use his Omega powers whenever and wherever he wants.
Once he lost the
Yeah.
gauntlet, Thanos could certainly survive star-level attacks, and even greater. But universal destruction is definitely a bit more than his purple eternal hide could handle. And even after that,
Yeah.
Darkseid had plenty of ways to end the fight whenever he wanted, like the Omega Sanction.
Thanos
Right.
was super powerful, but Darkseid was just faster, stronger, and even more ruthless.
And
Yeah.
if you think about it, Thanos needed the Infinity Gauntlet to become a god, but Darkseid
Was already a god.
was one.
Yeah,
Thanos just
damn
couldn't
straight.
run the gauntlet. Oh, you son of a bitch!
The winner is Darkseid.
All right, claps for Darkseid. That's what I thought was gonna happen.
This year's
Yeah.
season finale. If you want the music from the battle, you can get it by clicking the link below. Or if you guys want to see Thanos and Darkseid in a rap battle, then just click that video right over there and check out our friends.
Oh, really? All right. Death Battle will return. Of course, they're not gonna say the next one. With a splash. Season 6 begins. Oh wow, Season 6 begins early this time. That's cool. Season 6. I remember Season 6 or Season 5 began February 5th, I think, of 2018. But they're actually starting mid to late January. That's pretty cool. I'm excited. When they say with a splash, does that mean they're gonna be water characters? The first thing that pops to my mind, because I'm a Marvel and DC guy, is Aquaman and Namor, the Submariner. But since they just had a Marvel versus DC fight, I'm not sure if they're gonna do that. One thing that I do want to say, so I don't really have much to say about any sort of next time or whatever. One thing I do want to say is that now DC is actually beating Marvel in terms of how many wins they have against each other. And when I say that, I mean just Marvel versus DC fights, not Marvel versus something else or DC versus something else. But now, I think now DC has 7 wins over Marvel, and Marvel has only 6. Nightwing versus Daredevil tied it up. So damn, I never thought I'd see the day that actually happens, but yeah. But now in terms of how to, for my prediction record, this is a little weird because, first of all, in terms of my Who, When, and Why episode, I think my Who, When, and Why episode was pretty solidly proven correct because even without the anti-life equation, I still think that, Darkseid is still basically a god. I think they proved that, with my conditions that I had, without their special things, Darkseid would still definitely win. So I think that my Who, When, and Why episode is definitely proven correct, even with the other conditions, which I'm really happy about. That means that I'm 4 for 4. And in terms of my actual prediction, in terms whether I got that right or wrong, if you saw that prediction, then you'd know that I thought that Darkseid was going to win if they didn't have the Infinity Gauntlet, and I slipped in there that I thought that Thanos was going to win if, or I guess I thought Darkseid was going to win if Thanos didn't have the Infinity Gauntlet, but if Thanos did, I thought that Thanos was going to win. However, the only reason I really said that was simply because I knew that some people were going to be asking about that, and I just wanted to give some answer. I never really looked into it. I never really researched anything about it because I didn't think they were going to do that. The prediction was supposed to be more based off of that they didn't have it. And plus, you know, I do think that, again, because of my prediction, it had the same conditions as my Who, When, and Why episode, and since I believe they proved that right, that does mean that I think in a sense they did prove my prediction for what I thought the conditions were going to be correct. But then again, how they debunked the Infinity Gauntlet is similar to reasoning that I already knew, so that kind of, I don't really like that too much. But again, that wasn't the main focus of the prediction. I just wanted to slip it in to have something to say about it. So because of all of that, because there's just so many things going around, I'm fine with counting this as like a no mark, kind of like what I did with Deadpool versus Pinkie Pie. I'm fine with counting this as like neither a correct or an incorrect. You could say that I got it correct because Darkseid did end up winning, and that was my prediction for this episode of Death Battle, or you could say that I got it wrong because Thanos did use the Infinity Gauntlet, and my prediction was based off of that he wasn't going to use it. But because there's just so many things that you could interpret here or whatever, I'm just going to say that this is a no mark, which means that I believe that like I have 2 no marks. And in terms of wins and losses, or corrects and incorrects for predictions, I don't know exactly what the number is, but I believe I'm tied with it. I have the same number of corrects as I do incorrects. And I'm getting a lot more corrects nowadays, so I'm really happy about that. Except for Carnage versus Lucy and Nightwing versus Daredevil, which were the 2 that I did before, where I thought that Carnage and Daredevil were going to win, and they didn't, but whatever. Anyway, so that's enough about any sort of any sort of records or anything like that. Let's talk about this. I really enjoyed this one. The conclusion did make sense to me. You know, at first I thought they were going to be like, oh, the gauntlet doesn't work in its home universe, and they're not fighting in their home universe. And they did actually kind of, or like they're fighting in a completely different thing. And they actually did kind of bring it back to that, saying that if they were fighting in a neutral thing, then it wouldn't work, you know? Which, again, I don't really like them using that or whatever, because I think that is kind of cheap. But it is true that, you know, they don't work in their own universe because Darkseid, well, they don't work in their universe, and Darkseid does that kind of thing all the time. And even without that, there's really no way that Thanos could affect true form Darkseid, because he's always in the 4th dimension. And they didn't really bring this up, but like I said, Darkseid, the Infinity Gauntlet, has always had trouble trying to, you know, damage people that are in a higher dimension. So even though they didn't bring it up, I'm happy that I was able to think about that by myself, and that did kind of play into the reasoning. And overall, yeah, I do still feel that Thanos is, or that Darkseid is stronger, faster, and more powerful overall. They didn't go too much into intelligence because, to be fair, both of them are really even in terms of intelligence. I do think that Thanos is faster than what they said, but I do still think that Darkseid holds the advantage in terms of that. The analyses made me laugh quite a bit, as you could probably tell. Some of it was a little weird. I do like, though, how Deadpool was there and how Death was there as well. And of course, I do agree with the outcome. I thought the animation was spectacular. I don't believe it was Torian who animated it, because I believe now he's left. But regardless, whoever animated it, it was amazing. I did really enjoy it, and I did think it was going to be over before it was actually, you know, over. So that was really cool. I really like it when animation does that, where it keeps me guessing. It makes me think something that doesn't actually happen, because that means it's really interesting. And yeah, I liked, you know, when Darkseid, you know, he grew, pulled himself out of the black hole, treated it like it was nothing. You know, there was so much to love about this episode for me. You know, you can argue whether or not, you know, they should have said something, or you think they left something out or whatever, but in terms of entertainment value, I really did enjoy this one. And in terms of, I felt like I learned a lot, especially about their origins. And yeah, I just really enjoyed it. I thought, you know, they did a lot of good research. That's just my personal opinion, though. And I thought the entertainment value was really up there as well. This was a good season 5 finale. I really do think that. And, you know, I've been waiting for this one for so long. I've wanted to get a definitive answer for Thanos versus Darkseid for so long, and now I finally have it. You know, again, with the whole anti-life equation and Infinity Gauntlet, of course, the conclusion that I got from this is not the conclusion I necessarily have wanted, because I would have preferred it without them. But again, I do think that Darkseid winning this fight does prove that without the anti-life equation and without the Infinity Gauntlet, Darkseid would still win. So I do believe that I still have that answer that I'm looking for. So that's awesome. But I want to hear what you guys have to say about it. Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? You know, do you agree? Do you not agree? You know, let me know what you think. Let me know down in the comments below, because I'd really like to hear your opinions on the matter. You know, I've obviously shared mine, but now it's time for you to share yours. And if you enjoyed this video, please give this video a huge like. I always appreciate the likes. Comment down below what you thought of it, what you thought of the video, what you thought of the reaction, anything like that. And if you guys could subscribe to my channel, that'd be so great. That would really help my channel out. I would love to have you guys along for the ride. There's also going to be a link in the description to the original video, so make sure you go check that out, because this is just a reaction video. It's not my own video. But no matter what you guys do, your view is plenty of contributions. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And yep, that's it for me. I will see all of you guys in the next video. Peace out.